Hello everybody, it's Richard Gold here, and today we are playing Minecraft PlayStation 4 Edition. Now, this is absolutely unbelievable to me that I am actually recording Minecraft in full HD at the moment. Uh, because basically I had this Elgato HD game capture. If you follow the stream, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, I had all these requirements that I hadn't filled, and I had this, expensive item just sitting in my room for so long. But finally, I got a good PC and a second monitor, and we're just ready to go. So today we are doing just trying to get back into the Minecraft videos with a Minecraft world tour. Now, I love doing these world tours of worlds that I've built. Because that's what I've been doing for the past few years as a recreational activity. Just building worlds and playing Minecraft. That was my number one game, for the last few years now. So, basically, this is a train station that I have built, along with my friend who's actually built the actual train station building, and a couple other things. So I'll show you guys that later. But we're gonna start at the front, and then I'll give you a little bit of backstory. So at the front, we've got this car here. Now, I believe this vehicle is from some sort of Minecraft tutorial. I don't think I would have designed this myself, although it is possible that I have. And I'm not 100% sure if I built this or if it was my friend who built that. But anyway, we've got a nice big stretch of road here out the front. And now we'll get into the backstory. There's not that much out here, so we won't worry about that. But anyway, with this backstory, this is, I believe, during World War II, somewhere in Britain. I believe that was the story here. As you can see, we've got some signs here out the front of the station building, and these are classic slogans from British war propaganda here to kind of get people to enlist, I suppose. So here we go, we got right as you enter, your country needs you, and enlist now, so it's just a constant reminder. And then we've got a repurposed, I suppose, information desk or something in the train station, and they're using it as kind of an enlistment area. And I suppose that people would enlist, and then they'd hop on those trains that you can see out there, and it would take them to, I suppose, any training areas or something like that. Or even, some people that have been trained here takes them away to, I don't know, a ship where they get deployed to the front lines. So, as you can see here, it's a beautiful kind of main train station building here. And I'll show you the different areas of it. So, over here we've got where you kind of buy the tickets, I suppose. I'm not sure you can really go inside, but we'll try and peek over. There's nothing really inside there. But anyway, we've got that on both sides. Now, on this side, I believe, over out here, we've got a massive, massive waiting area, and I believe this is where you get newspapers. See, they've even been named newspapers here. So, yeah, over here there's a clock, and I believe these are supposed to be the timetable tower things. I believe that's what they're supposed to be. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've got this little balcony area above here, and now I did kind of look over this map before I started recording, and I remembered this. So I haven't worked on this map for a few months now, and I actually forgot about this. So basically, my friend, he'll know who he is when he watches this video. He made this, he thought it would be funny and a bit ironic in this place where they're trying to enlist people, in Britain. He thought it would be funny to put a German, to create kind of a German meeting here. So, of course, he's got red banners and a giant iron cross up there and benches and a talking podium. So, that's not really supposed to be part of the map. It would really be another waiting area, but I think we just got too lazy and didn't want to copy the waiting area again. So this is what he built. It's crazy. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on here. I don't know what that says. I think that's probably from my friend as well. He likes kind of building building those things. But let's get on to the more important stuff. So we've got, let's talk about the actual station. Obviously you can see the engines here, but let's talk about the actual platform. So we've got a pretty simple design here that I'm rather proud of. So we've got kind of this main platform here, and obviously we've got two rails in between the different platforms here. So it's excuse my notification. So it's quite a good kind of layout here. It's quite a big station, actually. So let's get on to the actual engines, because this is probably the most exciting part. So we've got the Flying Scotsman here. Now, all these engines are from tutorials, because I could never build this or design this myself. So we've got, I did look up the numbers and put that on there. We've got obviously the LNER, which is, I believe, I'm not even going to try and remember that. And we've got some just regular, I forgot the name of them, but they're the cream and red coaches. We've got 3 of those. And we've got, I believe the break room is at the back. Yes, see, because there's less windows here. So this is where they would kind of store any luggage or something. Obviously there's a brake there because it is the brake coach or carriage. So they'd store, the guards would be here. There'd be about 2 guards on the entire train that would just kind of go through the entire train and do that. Okay, so now we're moving on to the Coronation class Mallard. Now this is a beautiful engine. Now it's an LNER as well, and I accidentally looks like I've accidentally broken this and haven't bothered to fix it, which is exactly what happened. So it is an LNER though, and I'm going to fix that after I finish recording. So, they've got lovely Pullman coaches, which is cream and kind of a dark browny kind of wood. Beautiful engine. These are my beautiful carriages. So, sorry, these are my favorite carriages ever. So here we have the brake van. It's at the front this time. So we've got, it looks like we don't have the brake switch built in, but anyway, we've got space for the 2 guards here, and we've got some storage space for luggage, and we've also got a kitchen at the end here, which is quite interesting. Now, we'll do all the coaches in the middle in a minute. They're pretty uninteresting. It's just kind of chairs that I've had to do and seating and stuff. You can see it through the windows. It's really not that interesting. Yeah, so I should mention this actually. While all of these engines are made based off of tutorials, there are some differences that I've implemented, like, I think a kitchen here and actually turning one of the coaches into a brake van or brake carriage. So that's quite important to mention there. So anyway, we're going to move on to the final engine. Now, this one I have not given a name at all, but it's an engine, and it says, look, here we go. So we've got signs that say British Army Stand Back. So basically, the story behind this engine is that it's got 2 coaches here, and this is what will carry the troops. As you can see, there's a little kind of walkway here, so because the gap's quite large over here. So yeah, this is to carry all the troops kind of from the area over to, I guess, get deployed. So that's the story with that. Let's talk about these buffers here. I really like them. It's got quite a good design, in my opinion. I do quite like them. I think that I might have designed these myself, but I'm not quite sure. Now, as you can see, there is a space for another engine here. Now, honestly, I had a plan for some sort of cargo engine. As you can see, that there's a loading dock, but we'll get into that in a minute. I had plans for this, but at this point, I can't really be bothered. So I think that we might just this map might just be left with this amount of engines, and we've got one clear, I guess, for the future. So let's talk about these buildings here. Now, I don't know what this guy's doing here. I don't know. He's the only villager on the server. There is some sort of inside joke or reasoning behind it. I think he sleeps here. Property of Howard. I think his name is Howard. And here we go. We've got the loading dock here. So this is quite a nice loading dock. I believe I designed this myself. Really simple and quite good to kind of load cargo or whatever onto the back of the, I guess, the carriage or the train. So here we've got, I believe, a coal loading station, and these are where they kind of keep the coal, and they'll bring it over here to load them up on the train. And we've got a water tower here, which is really quite nice, and it's probably one of the best water tower designs for this purpose. Here we have a signal box here. There's nothing really inside except an empty room, and a bit of a kind of the obviously the signal part up the top, and this is by my design as well. So, there's nothing really else to show you other than these trees that took us a while, and obviously the track goes for quite a long distance, so that when you're kind of on the station or whatever, it looks like it just goes on forever, which is kind of the effect that we were going for. And we've also got a country road here, and this will be the final thing. So we've got a big country road going alongside the train tracks with kind of a cobbled wall or whatever. And it's quite a nice... this is one of my favourite vintage car designs. And I can't remember the YouTuber who actually made it, but yeah, it is a tutorial as well that I've been using this design for probably about a good, a good 5 years, something like that, 4 or 5 years, something like that. Yeah, so it's quite an old thing. I'm not sure it's quite as old as 5 years in my mind, but yeah, probably a good few years. So anyway, that is it for this map. Let me know if you'd like some more world tours, and I've got a bunch of other worlds that I'd be happy to give tours of. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.